All right, good morning, everyone. Good to see you. So I'm recording these as well as streaming them. So welcome to those that are online and then all the group that's here. 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm not used to the dark. It's a different life for me. Getting up when it's dark, I usually don't do that. I'm not an early riser. But I'm glad you folks made it. I'm glad everyone's safe after traveling so far. Yeah. So lie down if you'd like, as we said her. And that's all. Yeah, you can lie down. It's fine. Whatever feels good. And let's all take a deep breath in. And then exhale, let it go. And another deep breath. And exhale. Just notice any aches, any pains, any tension, any tightness. Just breathing. Let the body soften. Feel the weight of the body on the mat. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. And deepen the breath. Move to that 3-part breath. Belly, middle chest, upper chest. That audible ocean breath. And one more deep breath, clear up to the collarbones. And exhale. Yeah. Opening the eyes, come up to the seat. And hopefully that bright light over there won't bother you. Let's just start with some circles. Take the body toward the front of the mat. And then up to the right. Gently round the back. Just moving easily. Remember, no pain. Finding sensation. Only using what you need to do the movement. The face is soft. Arms and hands relaxed. Go the other way. Take the body to the left and back. To the right and forward. Chin toward the chest as you round back, shoulders back as you come forward. And when you come to the back, just let the head be heavy, let the arms release. Breathe to the belly. On your inhale, lift up tall. Take the gaze up toward the ceiling, draw the shoulders back and down, and the elbows toward the body. Press the jaw to the ceiling. And now as you exhale, again, rounding back, chin toward the chest. That is heavy, everything releases. And as you inhale, coming up, lift the gaze, open the throat. And as you exhale, rounding. And one more time. Open. And exhale, round. Coming back up to that upward seat, lift the heart, draw the shoulders back and down. Gently move the head side to side. You can do some gentle motions, chin toward the chest. Rolling one ear toward the left shoulder, one shoulder, and the other ear to the other shoulder. Good. Bring the hands out to the side, fingertips down toward the floor. And as you inhale, bring the palms to the ceiling and let the hands lift. And as you exhale, reaching wide. On the inhale, lift. Gaze is lifted and exhale. One more strong through the arms as you reach out and up. And exhale. Let's take the right arm up to the ceiling. Slide the left hand out. A gentle arcing over to the left. Gaze is lifted. Right shoulder back. Right hand to the ceiling. And exhale, right arm down. Lifting the left arm, arcing to the right. Left shoulder back. Back to the ceiling and exhale. Bring the arms wide, fingers spread, and then turn the palms toward the front of the mat. Bring that left arm across the body, take the right hand under to the left shoulder. Gently drawing that left arm in. Still breathing. As you inhale, looking wide. And now the right arm across, left hand under to the right shoulder. And open wide. Exhaling, hands in. Take a deep breath. And let it go. Bring the hands out in front, palms down toward the floor. Draw the arms into the shoulders and then point the fingers up to the ceiling, pressing out through the heels of the hands. Strong through the arms, fingers spread. And now palms toward the floor, thumbs and fingers or fists. And now turn those fingers down toward the mouth. Open the hands wide, turn the palms in, bring the hands together, still reaching. Interlace the fingers, press the palms out. Shoulders come back as you inhale, the hands flip. You exhale, chin to chest, pressing forward. And inhaling, shoulders back, hands to the ceiling. And exhale. And one more time. Pressing to the sky. Bring the gaze straight ahead, draw the arms back. Nice. And exhale. Palms toward you. Release. The ragdoll, wiggle the fingers, fold the wrists. Yeah. Take the arms wide again. And then palms toward the front of the mat and then toward the ceiling. Reaching out, pressing the pinkies to the ceiling. And then bring the palms to the front, hands come down toward the floor just a bit. And now turn these palms upside down, reaching back. Stay lifted. Move the head. Good, bring those arms back up. And exhale. Everything down, oh yeah, but now we need some shoulder rolls. I can already tell. So bring the shoulders up to the ears, and then take the shoulders forward and down. Release. And bring the shoulders back and lift them up. Forward and back. And back and big, long, deep breath. Go the other way, forward and up. Drawing the shoulders back. One more big circle. And when the shoulders are at the back, just press those shoulder blades toward the center. Let the shoulders drop. Moving the head, neck stays relaxed. Still squeezing. One more breath. And release. Bring out the right leg. So hands behind the knees, support that leg. And then rotate that ankle. And those toes. Ways. And point the toes, flex. Spread the toes and point and flex. Point and flex. I'm going to rotate that leg, putting the toes out to the right. Toes to the ceiling, inner rotate, toes to the left. Back to the ceiling, and then press through the outside edge of that foot. the right foot in, support the leg, knee with the right arm. The foot can be low, the foot can be high. Take a hold of the outside edge of the right foot, extend the leg. Stay lifted as you take that foot out to the right. And bring it to center. Bring the left hand across to the outside of that foot and go now to the left, extending right arm. Now coming back to center. Lift that leg a little higher. And then release. Keep it lifted, stay strong, press out through that right heel. As leg as straight as you can get it. And then release the right foot down to the mat. Take a deep breath in. Go. And on the left leg. Support behind the knees, circle those toes. Both directions. And then point and flex. Point and flex. Point and flex. Outer rotate. To the ceiling with the toes and then inner rotate. Up to the ceiling. Pressing through the outside edge, spread those toes. And then bring the foot in. Rock the baby. And with the left hand, extend the leg. Look it to the left. And center and cross over. Extending. And back. Lifting. And then strong through the heel. Scrunch the toes and spread the toes. And then release. And take a deep breath in. And let it go. Okay, let's move into table. Coming on to his knees. The thumbs are pointing toward the center of the mat, and the middle finger is pointed straight toward the front of the mat. Knees are under the hips. Moving cat-cow. So as you inhale, lift the gaze, and as you exhale, round, let the head drop, and take the hips back toward the heels.
And then bring the elbows down as you inhale, moving forward, and then lifting back up as the gaze straight ahead. Rounding, exhaling, hips come back. Elbows down, forward and up. Exhale, round, hips move back. Two more. Inhale and exhale. When the hips are back toward the heels, just let the head be heavy. Bring the arms in. You can rest your head on the arms or a block, or if you get that low, you can have your forehead on the mat. Just let it go. Lifting the head a bit, walk the hands up toward the front of the mat. So now you're going to spread the fingers, hands are shoulder width. Let the head hang between the arms, but the arms are straight and strong. On an inhale, lift up, come forward into knee plank. If you choose, curl the toes to full plank. And the shoulder blades onto the back. Let the heart soften between the arms, so you're not hunched. Take a breath. And then bring those knees down, and then bring the hips back toward the heels. Again, the arms are strong and straight, pressing the hands down into the mat, gripping the mat with the fingers. Feel that opening in the shoulders. On your inhale, again, come up and forward. Knee plank or full plank. Where it softens. One more deep breath. And the knees down, hips move back. Head is heavy. Just let those hips move back toward the heels a little bit more. As the head settles toward the mat. Keep the elbows lifted. Good. As you inhale, just come up into table. Bring the elbows down. This will be the last thing we'll do with the shoulders. Bring the elbows down under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Interlace the fingers. As you inhale, come forward with the chin just ahead of the hands, the fingers. The hips come almost all the way down to the mat. Now, as you exhale, take the hips up and back toward the back of the mat. Moving dolphin on the knees, inhaling, coming forward, hips lower. And as you exhale, hips lift, moving back. Just inhaling and exhaling here. If you'd like a little bit more, curl the toes, Lift the hips up to the ceiling into dolphin and do the same thing, coming forward. And exhale and down. Two more. Inhale and exhale. And inhaling and exhale. Good. If you're up on your toes, bring the knees back to the mat. Come back into table. Take that breath. With the gaze straight down at the center of the mat, move the hips out to the right. Take the weight onto the right knee. Open those right ribs. Bring the hips to center, moving the hips left. And come to center, hips right. And center and left. And coming back to center. There's some circles. Take the body to the right, and then bend the elbows coming down. Take the body across to the left, lifting back up. We go barrel rolls here. And take those the other way. When you back in table, just take that deep breath and let it go. Extend the right leg with the toes down on the mat. Get long from that right shoulder to the right heel. You can look underneath that right shoulder and see the toes back on the mat. Press back through the heel, and then lift that right leg hip height, come to upward pose, left arm extends. One more breath. And bring the left hand down, the right knee down, gently move in table. And then extend the left leg, toes on the mat. Left hip dips toward the mat. Strong through that extended left leg. Bring that foot hip height, right arm extends, upward twist. And right hand down, the left knee down, again, move gently. Curl the toes, let the hips into downward dog. Ah, yes. One heel toward the mat, then the other. And step the feet toward the hands. And up there, toes point straight ahead. Come to half lift, hands below the knees. Get long through the spine as you press the belly towards the toes and press the feet into the mat to lift the hips. Gaze is straight down. So half lift is a strong pose, not a resting pose. Now you come into forward fold, bend the knees, belly down to the thighs, And now you can release. Let the arms just hang. Bring the weight forward. Toward the front of the feet. Let the head be heavy. Knees are bent. And you work one heel and then the other into. So half lift is a strong pose. Forward fold is a release. You can shake the head yes and no. Bend the knees, press into the mat with the feet, gently round up. Let the arms hang. Head is the last to come up. And then draw their shoulders back. Now get strong through the arms. Spread the fingers as you reach out and up. Press down through the feet. And exhale. Just let it go. Let it flop. Let's do our spinal flow and then we'll move into sun salutation. Feet are hip width. They can be closer. Pick that up with your toes. Just feel the feet on the mat. And then press into the mat to lift up. Arms strong. Inhale the arms. Bring that right arm down, arcing to your right. And inhale right. And exhaling, arcing left. Inhale up. Keep the arms wide, palms turn up as you twist right. And inhaling up. And now twist to the left. And inhale. Hands to the heart. Hinge. Down to your forward fold, just release. Face toward the knees. And then bend the knees. Reach out in front. Lift the gaze, press into the mat, come up. Exhale the hands back. And come up. Exhale, now reverse. Again, back dog. Looking through sun salutation A. So for mountain, inhale the hands up. And then exhale, arms wide, hinge, long spine, and then release into forward fold. Come to that strong half lift. Shoulder blades on the back. Exhale, hands to the mat, back into plank. Take that inhale. Exhale, lowering all the way down. Belly on the mat. Release those toes, bring the toes to touch, press the toenails into the mat, and lift into cobra. Breathe here. Long neck. And bring the knees down or curl the toes. Lift back up. Hips come back into downward dog. Again, work the heels. And step the feet toward the hands. That half lift. And exhaling down to the fold. And now lift the gaze, open wide, and press into the neck. And exhale. So inhale and lift. And exhale into the fold. We're going to be moving back toward chair. So inhale to half lift. Hands to the mat. Stepping the feet back. Hold that breath and plank. And then lift the hips into downward facing dog. You might want to step the feet up just a little bit. Again, one heel and the other. Walk the hands back toward the feet. And come to half lift. Again, strong here. On an inhale, bend the knees, bring the fingertips down to the mat, and then reach out your feet. Stay low, bring the weight back toward the heels. One more breath. As you exhale, take the hands down to the mat, release, down to fold, fold. Lifting the hips to the ceiling, tucking both heels into the mat. And come to half lift. Legs are straight. Again, bend the knees, fingertips touch, reaching out. One more deep breath. And exhale down to the forward fold. Keep the belly on the thighs as you press into the mat. And now walk the hands toward the front of the mat, back to that downward dog. Work those heels. Lift the right foot high. Pressing that right heel to the ceiling. And bring the right foot down and lift the left foot high. And bring the left foot down. Step the feet toward the hands, just walk up there. Come to half lift. And then down to the fold. Press the belly down, lengthen, arms wide, and then come up. Mountain pose. All right. Everybody doing okay? Pretty quiet out there. Pretty quiet out there. Okay, step back with the right. Must be too early in the morning.
Yes.
Good. Shoulders toward the front of the mat. The hips will be angled back. Well, actually, the hip bones are toward the front of the mat as well. And then bring the hands behind, interlace the fingers. Push the hands toward the mat. Shoulders back. And then as you exhale, hinge. A little bend in that front knee. Hands lift to the ceiling. Face toward the left knee. On your inhale, lengthen. Shoulders come back as you come up. And then press the hands toward the mat. Gaze lifts. Right hip moves toward the front of the mat. Squeeze those arms into the upper back. And lifting back up. Release the hands. And then step the right foot up. Breath. Step back with the left foot. 2 lengths for the feet. Hands behind. Fingers interlace. And exhale and fold. Lifting those hands to the ceiling. And breathing. And as you inhale, lengthen. Coming back up. Take the left hip forward. Draw their shoulders back and down. And then coming up. Release. And step to the top of the mat. For mountain pose, inhale and lift. Exhale and fold. Come to half lift. And hands to the mat, back to downward, well, back to plank. Hold here in the plank. Knees down or toes, lower to the floor. Bring the hands down by your side, palms down, chin on the mat. And now lift the legs and the feet, hands and the arms, and the head and the upper chest. Into locust. Spread the toes, spread the fingers, and breathe. Take one more deep breath. And then bring everything down. Take the right side of the face to the mat. Turn the palms up. Let your shoulders release. And the left side of the face. Bring the elbows in or up under the shoulders. Elbows can be wide if there's too much strain on the back. Fingers spread. Lifting the gaze through the head. And dismiss. Interlace the fingers. Press the knees into the mat so the hips lift off the mat. Feel the tightness in the belly. More strength. And if you choose, curl the toes. Press back through the heels. And the knees lift off the mat. Now the gaze is straight down. Long from the top of the head to the heels. And breathe. Take 2 more deep breaths. And bring the knees down, release the toes. Bring the hips down. Take those arms wide and bring the right side of the face to the mat. And the left side of the face. Bring the hands under the shoulders, come up into table, and take the knees mat width. So the knees are at the edges of the mat. And then bring the ankles behind the knees, toes pointed out. Come down onto elbows. And then gently move those hips toward the back of the mat. Into frog. One more deep breath here. Then bring the hips back up. Bring the knees back in and bring the feet around to the front. Do Navasana, a little boat pose. And extend if you choose. And now slowly lower. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Roll the palms open, toes splay out. Deep breath in. Let it go. Bring the right knee into the chest. Circle the toes. And then bring the right foot down, bring the left knee into the chest. Hold it in. Circle the toes. Bring the left foot down, bring the right foot in, both feet into the hips. Bring the left ankle onto the right knee. Flex the left toes. And bring the left hand to the inside of the bent knee. Both knees are bent, the inside of the left knee. Moving that knee gently toward the front of the mat. And then reach through for figure 4. Left hand through the triangle. Interlace the fingers. Bring the right foot down. You can release the ankle. Take a breath. And bring the right ankle onto the left knee. A little gentle pressure on the inside of the right knee. And into figure 4. Bring the left foot down, release the ankle.
Bring both knees into the chest. Gently rock. And both feet straight to the ceiling. Just a gentle inversion here. Hands are down by your side, palms down. Pressing up strong through those heels. Feel the hip bones on the mat. One more breath. And then bend the knees, bring the feet to the mat. Come into that cobbler pose. The soles of the feet together, the knees wide, palms turned up. Bring the knees to the ceiling. Take the feet back width, arms wide. Now let the knees drop to the right. Turn your gaze to the left. Knees to the ceiling, knees to the left, gaze right. And knees to the ceiling. Legs long, arms behind, stretch the right side. So as you inhale, press through the right heel, reach back through the right fingertips. And then release. Another long inhale as you stretch the left side. And release. And now both arms and both legs, inhaling. And exhale into your Savasana, your resting pose. Notice the arms on the mat, or the floor, the shoulder blades, the back of the head. The hips and legs and heels. Soften and release. Notice the breath.
Let the breath deepen, little movements here. And larger movements. Bend the elbows, bend the knees, stretch if you'd like. And when you're ready, you can roll to one side.
So let's all take that deep breath in. Let it go. Hands to the heart. Thank you for practicing with me today. Have a wonderful week. We'll see you all on Friday. Namaste.
Thank you, Rick. Have a good day.
You're welcome. Come back and see me some more.
Thank you. Thank you, Rick.
Thanks, Rick.
You're welcome.